I went on a journey into getting the world leader of braking system. Brembo, just like any die-hard riders with a bank that doesn't break.
Well, mine do. Do you really need that much braking? Let's find out. When you say Brembo, everyone will say, "Ooh, power, terbaik bosku, mantap," and all that. So I save a bit of money and try to get the common components, which is the RCS 17 and P2 calipers. Of course, just like any other original parts like Brembo or Ohulin suspensions, surely there comes these fake and cheap copies. If you wanna base your life on these cheap and fake copies, then go ahead bro, at least you could save a bit of money. I'm sure you know that your motorcycle manufacturers did not put the brakes or suspension for nothing. They had to go through a lot of testings and abuse so they can fit the best possible components according to the price of your machine. First off, we have the RCS 17. Some might say that it's just a lever, but in actuality, it's not just a lever bro. There is some Doctor Strange magic sorcery that made me went from a 2-finger braking to 1 finger. It doesn't really increase the stopping power, but it takes lesser effort to pull in the lever and lets you feel every bit of braking, which gives you the confidence to squeeze the lever at the right spot to stop your bike at that precise moment. By the way, I'm running a stock rubber hose and calipers with just the synthetic brake pads, and my bike is an ABS. I had no choice but to change the stock rubber hose from the lever to ABS module because the original hose was too short. That's the front portion of the bike. Now we move on to the rear. P2 caliper. Previously, I had a kind of love and hate relationship with my stock rear calipers, which in some cases did not perform at its optimum. It's not major, but I really do need the rear brake for. In order for my bike to fit the caliper, I have to use an underslung bracket that supposedly lowers down the center weight of the bike to make the bike feel lighter, which is total bull. After the installation, we ran into another problem where the rotor was warped. So the next day, I went to Yamaha agent to get the OEM disc, and then they said,
Due to this pandemic, orders will take up to 3 to 5 months to arrive.
So fast forward, I went online to Capri Moto, ordered a Brembo disc, and then 2 days later, it arrives and I installed it. As expected, the braking was very strong. But here's the but. If I don't turn on my ABS, the rear wheel would create unnecessary skidding. Now, on to the final and golden question that everyone wants to know.
Is it worth it?
No and yes. If you are a maniac, sports rider, or those track junkies, then it is worth the money. I consider myself as a maniac. So, I guess that's okay. But for those average bikers who commutes to work, do deliveries here and there, then my answer is no. Reason being, it is too expensive and it's all about riders' comfort only. All this you see cost me about 1k.
Macam celaka.
How precise do you really need to be on the road? If you think that changing to a Brembo will decrease the distance needed for you to stop the bike on time, then you have to think about how much braking can your wheel actually take before it starts to lock up and send you sliding down the road. Just do the regular maintenance, keep it lubed and clean, and maybe change to a synthetic brake pads would be good enough. Thank you for watching my video. I hope my honest review was helpful to you. If it did not, then right, say.
Alright, hit it.